U.S. President Donald Trump has reacted sharply to Iran's leadership transition, saying he is not happy with the appointment of Mojtaba Khamenei as the country's new supreme leader. Speaking to the New York Post, Trump declined to reveal what actions Washington might take against the new Iranian leader. "Not going to tell you. I'm not happy with him," Trump said during a phone interview from his golf club in Florida, as per New York Times. The comments mark his first reaction after Mojtaba Khamenei officially replaced his father as Iran's supreme leader. Mojtaba Khamenei, the son of Ali Khamenei, was selected by Iran's powerful clerical body known as the Assembly of Experts. The 88-member council chooses the country's supreme leader, the highest political and religious authority in Iran. Ali Khamenei and his wife were killed last week in joint U.S. and Israeli strikes on Tehran, triggering a dramatic power transition in the Islamic Republic. Before the appointment, Trump had strongly criticized the possibility of Mojtaba taking power. The U.S. president described him as unacceptable and suggested Washington should have a role in approving Iran's next leader. Trump had previously warned that any successor chosen without U.S. approval might not last long. However, in his latest remarks, he stopped short of repeating earlier threats against Iran's leadership. Mojtaba Khamenei is widely seen as a hardline figure with close ties to the powerful Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. Analysts say his rise could shape Iran's response to the ongoing military campaign involving the United States and Israel. In the months leading up to the strikes, Trump had also encouraged anti-government protests inside Iran, calling on the Iranian people to rise against the ruling theocracy. With Iran under new leadership, tensions between Washington and Tehran remain extremely high, and the question now facing the region is how the new supreme leader will respond to the escalating confrontation.
Iran issues chilling warning as new supreme leader Mojtaba Khamenei takes office. The fresh warning issued by Tehran is directed at Iranians living abroad. Authorities in Tehran say citizens outside the country could face severe consequences if they support the United States, Israel, or their allies. According to Iran's Prosecutor General's office, any operational action carried out for what it calls hostile governments could lead to the harshest punishment under Iranian law, the death penalty. Officials also warned that the assets and property of such individuals inside Iran could be confiscated. The warning comes as anti-regime Iranians across Europe, North America, and Australia celebrate recent U.S. strikes on Iran and the reported death of Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Videos circulating online show members of the Iranian diaspora gathering in cities abroad, calling for political change in Tehran. Iran has now officially named Mojtaba Khamenei, the son of the late leader, as the country's new supreme leader. The leadership transition comes amid a rapidly escalating war that began after U.S. and Israeli strikes killed the elder Khamenei. Hardline factions within Iran are now tightening their grip on power. State media also reported a warning directed specifically at Iranians abroad who sympathize, support, or cooperate with what Tehran calls the American Zionist enemy. Officials say such individuals could face legal penalties under Iranian law, including property seizure and other punitive measures. Meanwhile, earlier, powerful Shiite clerics in Iran have issued religious decrees, known as fatwas, calling on Muslims worldwide to avenge Khamenei's death. Senior religious authorities have described retaliation as a religious obligation. Some clerics have even called for bloodshed against those they blame for the strike. Security agencies in the United States and Europe are now monitoring the situation closely. Officials fear the fatwas could inspire sleeper cells or lone attackers to carry out revenge strikes against Western or Israeli targets. Western intelligence agencies say they have already intercepted communications suggesting possible planning and coordination among Iranian-linked networks. Embassies and institutions connected to Israel are now considered potential targets. With a new supreme leader in power, rising calls for revenge, and tensions escalating across the Middle East, the region appears to be entering one of its most volatile chapters in decades.
News never stops. The world keeps turning, and every turn tells a story. Wars, elections, geopolitics, Davids versus Goliaths.
While everyone is celebrating the US-China trade thaw, Trump has been quietly doing something else across Asia.
These were once home to the ancient Silk Road connecting east and west.
But who's connecting the dots? Who's decoding the global storm? Welcome to Times of India videos.
You're watching a special edition of Global Pulse with me, Neha Khanna.
We decode the shifting grains of geopolitics to you. From Washington to Wuhan. Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Just 2 years ago, Canada was one of the most popular countries for Indian students.
From Davos to Delhi, we track the decisions that move markets, shift policies, and shape the future. No jargon, no bias, just clear, credible, global journalism. Because understanding the world doesn't have to be complicated, it just has to be smart. And that's what we do best. At Times of India videos, we don't just tell stories, we build perspective. We connect the dots between what's global and what's personal, what's happening out there, and what it means for you. It's fast. It's fearless. It's making sense of the changing world order. Times of India videos. Because your worldview is just a tap away.